What's up, everybody? It's Alex Leak and Friends NFL podcast back for another week. I am your host, Alex Leak, and this is the 2019 Week 6 49ers at Rams episode. The 4-0 49ers heading into the Coliseum to take on the 3-2 LA Rams. A big game with the 49ers undefeated, trying to stay that way. Rams coming in with no Todd Gurley. But a lot of expectations were for the Rams to bring the Niners back down to earth in this game. The defending NFC champions against the upstart 49ers, a team kind of catching a lot of people off guard with their hot start. So let's check out the beginning of this game. Robert Woods rushes for an 8-yard touchdown to put the Rams up 7-0. And then 49ers running back Tevin Coleman responds with a 2-yard rushing touchdown, 7-7. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo intercepted in the end zone by Rams corner Marcus Peters. The 49ers defense would stop 2 runs from their own 1-yard line for no gain after Rams head coach Sean McVay decides to go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The Niners defense stepped up all game today and forced a turnover on downs at the 1. Robbie Gould 55-yard field goal attempt to end the first half would be missed, and so these teams go into the locker room tied at 7 in a defensive battle in LA at the Coliseum. On the first play of the second half, the Rams fumble. Rookie running back Darrell Henderson drops the pitch handoff, and 49ers defensive end Eric Armstead recovers. Jimmy Garoppolo rushes for a 1-yard touchdown, and the Niners go up 14-7. 2 Robbie Gould field goals later, and the Niners lead 20-7. The Rams kept going for it. They couldn't get anything going in the entire second half. 4th and 1 on their own 44-yard line. Running back Darrell Henderson stopped for no gain, turnover on downs. Rams defensive tackle, star defensive tackle Aaron Donald forces a Garoppolo fumble, recovered by linebacker Corey Littleton. But again, the Rams go for it on 4th and 2 on the Niners' 28-yard line. At this point, the Rams are thinking touchdowns, and an incomplete pass on 4th and 2, another turnover on downs. The Niners defense was all over the Rams. 3 turnover on downs in the second half, and the 49ers just dominate LA 20-7 on the road. An incredible performance by the 49ers. And that defense really shut down McVay and Goff and that Rams offense. Garoppolo combines for 247 yards, a touchdown, and 2 turnovers, but improves to 11-2 as the 49ers starting quarterback since 2017. Running back Tevin Coleman combines for 61 yards and a touchdown. Tight end George Kittle, 8 catches for 103 yards. And linebacker D. Ford records at 1.5 sacks. And kicker Robbie Gould goes 2 for 3 on field goals and 2 for 2 on extra points. Robbie Gould already through week 6 has tied his career high for missed field goals in a season at 6. So a rough start to the year for Robbie Gould. But the 49ers improved to 5-0 in a massive road division win. Very impressive for the 49ers. For the LA Rams, Jared Goff throws 13 of 24 for, yes, 78 yards. That's not a typo. Jared Goff throws for just 78 yards in this game and loses a fumble. And that's the fewest passing yards by a Rams quarterback who played in a full game since 1993. All-time type defensive performance for the 49ers in this one. Aaron Donald records 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Greg Zuerlein kicks 1 of 1 on extra points. And Rams corner Marcus Peters has 24 interceptions since 2015. That's the most in the NFL. Now you see a stat like that and you think, hey, why would anyone want to move on from Marcus Peters? Well, the Rams did, as they trade corner Marcus Peters to the Ravens for linebacker Kenny Young. They weren't done dealing either, as the Rams later in the day trade 2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars for star corner Jalen Ramsey. So the Rams fall to 3-3, 3 straight losses. Move away from Marcus Peters, but bring in star corner Jalen Ramsey, adding a lot of firepower and star power to the Rams defense. I think that's a solid acquisition, getting Jalen Ramsey. But does that get them over the top? Does that get them back to the Super Bowl? That I'm not sure. We'll see. The Rams fall to 3-3, 3 straight losses, and head to Atlanta in Week 7 to take on the 1-5 Falcons. Big game there for the Rams. I feel like that's almost a must-win. With the Seahawks and 49ers playing as well as they are, the Rams don't want to fall to 3-4. They need to end this losing streak ASAP and get back on the right side of things. Plus, they're going up against a Falcons team that's not very good. So, big game for the Rams coming up in Week 7. I'll be keeping an eye on that one to see how they do. For the 49ers, they improved to 5-0. Best record in the division. Seahawks right on their tail, though. And next week, they'll be heading to Washington, D.C. to take on the 1-5 Redskins. I see no reason why the 49ers can't start the year 6-0 and continue this great start to the season. Should we take the 49ers serious for, Super Bowl contenders? I'm not going to go that far just yet. The Seahawks are right on their tails, and I think the Seahawks are a better team. I think if you put Seahawks 49ers, matched them up right now, I think they probably split their 2 matchups, but I like Seattle in a playoff game. And just because they've been there before, they're used to it. Garoppolo's never started a playoff game. Russell Wilson has won Super Bowls, Pete Carroll, been there before. Kyle Shanahan, not as much. Definitely not as a head coach. So we'll see. But the Niners, great start, and you can't replace, going undefeated this far. If they start 6-0, hell of a start to the year. And, they haven't lost yet. So as long as they continue their undefeated start, you can't talk too much negatively about the 49ers. And that defensive performance on Sunday was incredible. All this talk, you got all these teams hiring McVay disciples, and everyone's saying that offense, Sean McVay's offense is unstoppable and blah, blah, blah. Well, ever since really the Bears game last year and the Super Bowl, the Rams offense has been held in check. So Niners, another example of what you can do to this, how this Rams offense is beatable. And really, not just beatable, but the 49ers defense dominated. Jared Goff, only 78 yards passing, incredible. I said this in the preseason. I thought Todd Gurley's knee was more hurt than the Rams are leading on, and it's going to affect their team play more than people think. And it seems to be doing that. As the Rams, I was a little bit worried when the Rams started 3-0, but Gurley misses a game. The Rams coming back down to earth, and now they're sitting at 3-3. So big games coming up. We'll see how these teams respond. I expect both teams to get a win in Week 7. Rams to get back above 500, and 49ers to stay undefeated. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll be keeping these episodes coming out all year long. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great week, guys, and peace out.